Hey, good evening, everybody. Hey, look, let me just put this disclaimer out again. I'm speaking on behalf of myself as a citizen. I think I have a right to do so. I'm a taxpayer, and I would like when anything that's involving my taxes are concerned, I feel like I should have a voice in that. So this is me expressing myself. This is my voice. This is my opinion about some of the things that I see that's going on in our community. Today, Kevin Kamnitz had a he was on the C4 show, and he spoke about illegal immigration and how he's trying to protect these people in Baltimore County. As far as ICE is concerned, ISIS has no right, and the police have no right to be immigrate. The local police have no business being immigration police and things of that nature, and how unfair it would be for the federal government to deprive Baltimore County federal funding, which comes to something like $140 million, somewhere in that neighborhood, a year, and for the federal government to deprive them of that because local law enforcement won't cooperate with another federal law enforcement agency, ISIS, right? That would deprive veterans, that would deprive homeless people, and a host of other people with social issues and needs. That money, and it wouldn't be fair to those people in the community. These people who are here illegal, the local government is not obligated to cooperate with the federal government when they're being held, in detention centers and then they have detainer warrants for other crimes that they have possibly committed, that they got to be held on or be taken to trial for. And as far as Kamnitz is concerned, he feels like that the local government should not cooperate with ISIS regarding that. Now, we're talking about people who are involved in crime. We're not talking about people walking up and down the street or happenstance to be out and somebody's running up to them, asking them questions about who they are. We're talking about criminals. That's what we're talking about here. Well, I'd like to ask you, Mr. Kevin Kamnitz, one question. If you think that the federal government would be depriving the citizens um, uh, by holding these funds, what do you call what you're doing? You're taking our taxpayer dollars. You're turning Baltimore County into a welcoming city. And in other words, you've opened the floodgates for people to come here who are already here illegal. But not only people who are here illegal, people who are committing additional crimes and are here illegally. And when they get arrested for those additional crimes, you are now trying to pass laws to basically harbor fugitives. And your excuse for that is, oh, because we want them to be able to cooperate with local law enforcement in the event that there's a problem or something happens. We want to get these people to be able to cooperate. This is your excuse for this. Well, let me ask you this question. If we're going to do that, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. So if we're going to do that for people who are here illegally and commit crime because they're criminals, right? Do we do that for the homegrown criminals here? Because they too can be afraid to testify and say things and cooperate with the local jurisdictions, for reprisal. Do we do that for them too, or do we have two different sets of standards here? And then another question I have: who gave you the right to take our taxpayer dollars and apply them to people who are here illegally? And then you made the decision, and the Democratic Party made the decision, that you are going to harbor fugitives in the state of Maryland by not cooperating with ISIS, with people who are being held in detention centers who have committed crimes. This is absolutely ridiculous, and the American people are tired of it. I have a problem with illegal immigration. I don't have a problem with immigration. I have a problem with the word illegal, period. Anything in front of any other word that says illegal is a problem. And you need to understand the American people are tired. It's time to put America first. We're tired. We are tired. Hey, look, folks, I want to thank you for letting me express myself, let me vent for a few moments. You know, um, I believe people should have a right to speak and say what they want to say, whether you agree or whether you disagree. I don't want anybody to get the script mixed up that I'm trying to inflame anybody or take somebody to another level other than dialogue. But one thing is for sure, enough is enough. You know, we need to start taking care of America first. We need to worry about the citizens here. Kevin Kamenetz, when you take our taxpayer dollars and they're being applied, you're holding someone in a detention center. We got someone in the Maryland Department of Corrections. It is $40,000 a year to hold a prisoner in our institutions. You know, that money should not be applied to people who are not from here. We need to take and move these people out of this country. Give them, if ISIS has a warrant for someone, they should have a right to pick them up on like any other detainer that any other jurisdiction is picking somebody else on. We should not be discriminating based on who committed the crime. A crime is a crime. If you commit a crime here and you happen to be an American citizen, you should be dealt with. If you commit a crime as an illegal here, you should be dealt with. You've already committed a crime by being here illegal. But enough is enough. Hey, look, thanks for letting me vent. You guys have a nice day.